Thank you very much for joining me today. My name is Ken Labine, and I'm coming live from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. The reason that we're gathered here today is because there is some issues that do need to be solved. I personally feel that there's a flaw with our educational system, and I also feel that there's a flaw with our financial system. I'm going to be talking to you about both of these, really exposing the agenda of how we are in the situation that we are in today. And it's going to lead into some really, really good opportunities because I do feel that we are at the right place at the right time. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I'm more than happy to answer the questions for anyone within my success line. Now, our vision as a company, very, very clear, is to educate people all around the world. And we're doing this through selling an educational package through DAG University. Now, this educational package is going to come with a bonus, and I am going to get into that here shortly. But I would really, really want to explain to you that 80% of the world today has no access to education. And I'm very excited to be what I feel a huge part to be able to change this for the people in the future to come. And you can be a huge part of this as well, too. I also want to talk about the fact that the current education system, well, to me, it has its own little system, its own little agenda. I think about my kids who go catch a school bus. They get to school, they get their first recess, their lunch, their second recess, then they get home for about 4 o'clock. And I can see clear as day how that's setting them up for that 9 to 5 job where they get their 2 breaks and their 1 lunch. And for what? To go do an employee factory job where you're working 40 years of your life for 40 hours a week to live off a pension of 40%. You weren't even able to live off of 100% before. And this is the dream, to get a pension of 40% after working somewhere for 40 years for 40 hours? Is this really the dream is this what we want? Because to what I'm seeing right now, this is what the education system is preparing our kids for. And in addition to that, though, with all the time that we spend in the educational system, don't you notice how one of the biggest secrets is kept hidden from us? And it's truly the secret of money. I'm going to share the secret of money with you in this presentation. But I want you to think to yourself, how come yourself or our children are not learning about money? How come there is no education about money, what it is, how it works, how to invest it? What if, where, and when, the future? How come it took me to be, about a 30-year-old male to truly understand and learn that my money was only backed by a tree? Yes, look outside your window right now. That's what your money's backed by. Is this one of the reasons they're keeping the secret hidden from us? I don't know. But I want to explain to you and just get back to what I am offering for you guys all today. And we're going to get into the bonus here soon too. But I want you to understand that with our education package that you're choosing to purchase, it starts at $20. And there is a range of price where from level 1 up to level 8 education. And this education, though, is going to not only help you with, financial knowledge, whether it's from cryptocurrency to the Forex, but it's going to take an ordinary person and truly help them to be an extraordinary person. Because our education also helps you to be a better leader, public speaker, online digital marketing tactics, traditional marketing tactics, setting up your business, just financial knowledge. Sorry, I said that wrong. Financial world knowledge. But our education also is going to come with a bonus. And this payment unit is called dagcoin. Now, dagcoin is very, very unique. It is less than 1% of the coins out there right now are using a technology called directed acyclic graph. Most are using a very popular form of technology called blockchain, not dagcoin. Dagcoin is using a brand new technology called directed acyclic graph chain technology. And when you do purchase your education package, you will too be receiving some bonus DAG. And moving forward, I do want you to know that dagcoin has a fixed amount. We are the fastest cryptocurrency. Wait till you see our transaction fees. We offer a very extreme level of privacy, but we are KYC compliant. We are accessible for everyone, and we have global connectivity. From your 16-year-old to the elderliest person in the house, they can send money or purchase goods and services all around the world with our payment unit that you will get as a bonus. But how do regular people usually find out about these great things? Well, usually they find out about it when the sweet part is already over. Did you know about Bitcoin when it was at $100, 10 cents, 1,300 in 2013? Or did you hear about it at 19,000? Usually people, the regular people, we find out about it when the sweet part's already over. And that's why I'm so excited to be offering DAG University to my friends and family, because I understand that this is the company's ingenious way to be able to get it to the regular people from day one. And we are in pre-launch, and it's only for a few more weeks. But you can still be part of this before we really get this going, because our launch is February 24th, 2018. I'll be in Dubai for the launch. I hope to see many of my team leaders there for the launch in Dubai. But moving forward, I really want to explain to you how Dagcoin itself is different. We're going to get into some things here soon, guys, about why we're in the situation we're in today, what the technology is that's backing Dagcoin. I'm going to do all of this, but I really, really want to explain to you right now why we're different. We are the easiest to use. We are the fastest cryptocurrency. We are eco-friendly, and what I mean by that is we are not wasting electricity to mine our coins. Bitcoin uses more electricity than 159 countries, 25% of the households of Canada. Do we really need to be using all of our natural resources to power mining rigs? I don't think so. We're predefined. That also helps with the low transaction fees because we don't have any miners that need to be bribed. And with our security, there's no central place to attack. Moving forward. The roadmap of DAG University, which is very easily to be able to see on our website. I want you to know, as I said, February 24th is the Dubai Global event. This is going to be leading into what we want in the future, which is to have recognized institutes for business education. This is our goal. This is our vision. This is where we hope that you also want to be part of this. But I want you to also know too, though, you have the option to be part of this. If you want to be part of this as an active member like myself, I call myself a walking advertisement, then awesome. Join us, be loud and proud, and share this with your friends and family. But the thing I really love about this opportunity, and this month in particular, is there's a great passive promotion where anyone who joins this month will receive 5% bonus DAGs. So those bonus DAGs that come with your education? Well, you're going to get a bonus for the next 8 months of 5% every month. And it's a great passive opportunity for people who want to join us right from the start, for people who want to help us take our rocket ship right from the ground all the way up to the moon and want to say that they were there from day one. Now, there's going to be active team leaders like me that are going to help with the jet fuel and help make sure that this engine churns. But I just love how even someone like my mom, she can come into this with the opportunity to be passive and doesn't have to be inactive. And I do want to explain that to you. But I also want to explain this. There's many people out there that want to frown on our business. It's fair, whatever. But the reason we choose it is because we understand that people like to get paid directly. Like me personally, I love how cutoff is Sunday and then it's happy Monday about 18 hours later. Yes, and people get paid directly without the big corporate middlemen. And it's a rapidly growing, I would say about $400+ billion industry. 99% of the people in the world are customers. And this is an offer where we can get income to hundreds of millions of people around the world. And that last part, the reason I love MLM is because people trust people. We're waking up to the ads. We're waking up to the nonsense of the marketing, I guess you can even call it. And sometimes you just need to sit across the table from someone and be real. And people are starting to realize even what the banks and the governments, we're starting to see, for example, in Canada, not only can I send money in an email transfer, but we don't even have a penny. So to all the people watching this around the world, I want you to know that when you come to Canada, our lowest denomination is a nickel. So if your total's 2802, it's only 28 bucks. If your total's 2803, you actually pay $28.05 because it gets rounded up. So this is what I'm already seeing happening in the world, and we're waking up. We're seeing what's happening. And to the people who choose to be an active team leader, someone like myself, and I even want the passive members to have reassurance with this comment, because active team leaders, we understand that it is our responsibility to help our team grow. You know, I know typically people think of a pyramid when it comes to network marketing, and that's just simply because it's an opportunity to be a CEO. And yes, network marketing does offer you that opportunity to be at the top. But that's not how we're going to be growing this, though. You know, you're not at the top above a bunch of people. You don't have a down line. You have a success line. You are not an up line. You are a support system. And I want you to think of the company like the roots, you know, and you're like the bark. And you can be your own bark. You can be a branch. You can be a leaf. It's what you want to do. But if you choose to be an active team leader, though, I do want you to understand that, you know, we don't call it direct sale. You know, when I sell a package, I get a training bonus. I'm going to help that person. I'm going to take the few minutes out of my life and make sure that that person activates their code okay, gets to their education okay, you know, understands they need to complete their education. And, you know, that's what we need to be doing. You know, you really need to be helping us all grow together. So I do want that to be known to the active team leaders who do choose to join us. But moving forward, just us, the people in general, we deserve a transparent payment system. We deserve something where we don't have a middleman eliminating the middle class, because that's what's happening right now. Yes, we are allowing a middleman to eliminate the middle class. And this is why the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Like, think of your friends. They're either rich or they're living paycheck to paycheck. There is no middle class. And we've allowed it since 2008 to truly be eliminated. And I'm going to explain that. Because prior to 1970, things were stable because money was backed by gold. And when money was backed by gold, then this led to a monetary situation around the world to be stable because the US dollar was the world reserve currency. So all the currencies being traded for US dollar were backed by gold. But then this changed in 1971 with the Richard Nixon shock. And on this day, fiat money is no longer backed by gold. And this is also the day, though, that now we see the enormous inflation starting. We see a huge increased printing of money. And instead of just telling you, how about I show you? You know, in the USA, I really want you to see this. It took the USA 200 years to reach a cash supply of 825 billion. 200 years. But in 2008, that's when the bank bailouts happened. And then things got crazy. I'm not going to even talk about today. It's astronomically higher today. Do your research, do your due diligence. Instead, I'll just talk to you about 7 years later. So it takes 200 years to get a cash supply of 825 billion. But then in 7 years, it increases by 5 trillion. You hear that? Bank bailouts, quantitative easing 1, quantitative easing 2, 3, 4, whatever they at today. I don't even know. I've lost count. But this is why we're seeing the price of milk, bread, and eggs go up all over the world, including Canada. Because in 2008, all the countries around the world drastically increased their paper money supply. And supply and demand only works one way. When you flood the supply, the actual value of it doesn't hold the same value. And with the opportunity of money not being backed by gold in 1971, it's allowed the governments the opportunity to do things like this. And it's just further reason, in addition to the taxes when we earn money, in addition to the taxes when we spend money, they're now making it so that we have to spend more of our hard-earned money. This is why you can't have just a husband working. A husband and wife need to be working to pay for the household. And then what? The schooling system raises our kids. But countries are waking up and governments are too. And in Sweden, for example, I want you to think of a lineup of 100 people at McDonald's. In that lineup of 100 people at McDonald's, only 3 of them are paying with cash. 97 out of 100 are using a form of digital or online payment. Now, Kenya, 66% of the whole population is subscribed to a system called M-Pesa. They've almost literally went back to the barter system. It's a cashless payment system where they're able to use a payment unit to purchase goods and services, because it's truly that simple. And even when you think about the history of money over time, you know, from the barter system to the metal coins to the paper currency, to what we've now seen more recently, checks, credit cards, online banking, you know, like I say in Canada, email transfer, mobile payments, to what we now see to cryptocurrency. I want you to see this graph. I want you to see this slide, and I want you to see the one thing in common. Everything you see is simply a payment unit at its time, a way for someone like yourself or myself or your children to be able to purchase goods or services from someone else. And in our case, in this digital age, we can now do it all over the world. But that's what all of these things share. And today, we have cryptocurrencies that go back to the 2008 when blockchain technology was really being talked about, to 2009 when Bitcoin was born. And blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies as a whole, there's about 1,300 of them. 89% of them are based on the popular blockchain technology. And they all, now don't get me wrong, there are some niches, but they all have one common goal, and that's to change the global financial system forever. But it's clear as day to me. I've been following this for the last 8 years of my life, and I see why they're failing. Because blockchain technology is showing its limitations. Through miners, blockchain technology is showing its flaws. And I'm going to share them with you right now. The number one thing I'm noticing with blockchain technology is the transaction speeds. And I'm going to talk to you about Bitcoin, who can do 7 transactions per second. Now, this might sound like a high number, but this is equal to 604,800. Come on, you people with pen and paper, write that down, 604,800. And I want you to know that there's 36,899 McDonald's locations. Why I say McDonald's? It's one of the most worldwide things I can think of. And I want you to think about that fact. And I want you to do the math. To the people who wrote this down, do the math. Divide 604,800 divided by 36,899, and it equals 17 transactions per McDonald's location. How many transactions can happen at McDonald's every day? And if there's more than that, well, they'll be waiting more than 24 hours, because that will cap the Bitcoin blockchain for a 24-hour period if 17 people use it. Forget the other fast food locations. Forget peer-to-peer. Forget Western Union. Forget all of the other stuff, Costco, Walmart's, grocery stores, shopping centers. If 17 people use it at McDonald's, the Bitcoin blockchain is capped. Now, Ethereum can do about 3 times the amount. So, about 60 people can be satisfied. But I can sit at McDonald's for an hour and watch 60 people using Interact or Visa. Now, the best blockchains, they can do upwards about 3,000 per second. But this isn't fast enough. Because right now in the world, at peak shopping times, there's up to 14,000 transactions per second. And this is why the King Koopa of today, the current fastest one is Visa. Do you have a Visa in your pocket? It's the choice of the people. And the reason why it's the choice of the merchants, because it can do 56,000 transactions per second. Fact. The other thing that I see clear as day is the transaction fees. Remember, 2009, Bitcoin was born to eliminate the middlemen, right? That was the whole dream. That was the idea. Well, the merchant is paying Visa approximately 14 cents on a $3 cup of coffee. The user is paying up to $21 to bribe the miner to get a fast transaction using Bitcoin right now. Yes, the fee can be less, but you'll be waiting days. Now, I'm going to share with you what Dagcoin's fee is. For the merchant, for the users, I want you to see that whether you're buying a $3 cup of coffee, a 30-cent bag of coffee beans, or a $3 million coffee plantation, you will be paying half. What, did you think I was going to say half a cent? You're wrong. You're going to pay half of a fraction of a fraction of a cent. Now look at that fee and tell me, does that not look close to feeless? Because to me, that is close to feeless. And that is what we're supposed to be seeing. We're supposed to have a cryptocurrency that's usable, and we're supposed to be eliminating the middleman. And I'm going to show you the usability of Dagcoin soon. But first, allow me to explain a little bit to you too. Because I do love cryptocurrencies today. I don't want to have anyone feel that, I do know Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, all these coins have a future. I look at them as kind of like the Forex market. Like how my dad and grandpa will think of the Forex market. I feel myself and my kids will be thinking of cryptocurrency coins. How, for example, they use gold, silver, nickel as a store of wealth. We'll be using cryptocurrencies as a store of wealth. Some of them will be more volatile than others. But I want to make this clear that I do see how cryptocurrencies are being moved to more towards everyday trading. So I want to make it clear there's a future for all cryptocurrencies. I don't think all 1,300 will survive. I think there will get narrowed down. But I do want to make that clear statement because, I don't want anyone to hate. With that being said, though, I want to also expose the volatility of the cryptocurrency coins because the fact is the fact. When the coin value is going up in price, people don't want to use it. Do you want to use a coin today that you think is going to skyrocket in price tomorrow? No, you're going to hang on to it. And on the other side of the stick, if the value is going down and it goes down drastically overnight, as a merchant, do you want to accept it? Not only wait days, but also see its value just decreasing as you wait for it to get to you? Come on. We're seeing the volatility that's being created because of the fact that cryptocurrency is being turned into more of a trading Forex setup. And moving forward, I really just want to explain to you that with Dagcoin, we're not trying to be a future tradable coin. We want to be the most usable, and we currently are the fastest cryptocurrency, but we want to be the most usable cryptocurrency in the universe. We have 1 billion units. We're decentralized. There's continuous development. Feel free to go to GitHub and look us up. In our short time, we've already had, just go look it up, hundreds to thousands of updates. We're easy to use. We are not based on blockchain. We are based on directed acyclic graph chain, also abbreviated to dagchain. We have a vast ecosystem. We're eco-friendly. We're not wasting the world's natural resources. Also meaning we don't need the miners to be bribed to also be confirming the transactions. Our transactions will be confirmed 24/7. We will be the fastest. We will show our value. We will show our store of wealth. I'm going to tell you right now, with our security, there is no central place to attack. We are KYC compliant. We do offer you, though, a very high level of privacy. I already showed you how minimal our transaction fees are going to be. And I've already explained to you how we're using network marketing to do the fair distribution. We don't want 5 whales. We want 5 million regular people. That's what we want. And about Dagcoin, well, I want you to know that our team is from Estonia. That's where Skype was born. Estonia, that's where Skype came from. I recently found that out. We have over 60 people working on the IT, on the tech part of our coin, including a whack more support staff. We are today already the most easy to use and stable cryptocurrency. We were launched in late 2016, but in November, we were in about 30 countries. consistent and never-ending open source development. But as I said, we were in 30 countries and now we're in 150 over the last few months. Because people are waking up and they're realizing that with our new technology, there are no blocks. We do run in a parallel line like blockchain technology does. But with us, every new transaction, it helps to confirm the previous ones. And with our chain, it's expandable. Like, when you look into this technology, you will see the similarity to how DNA looks. And with our technology too, and how we can keep our fees so low, is because there's no miners needed. There's no one that you need to bribe so it's actually done in 10 minutes, or else you wait 7 days. Every new person, we're all working together. When I explain it to my team, I get them to think of a bike wheel with all the spokes in the middle of the bike wheel. That's how we work. The more spokes, that's not how our technology looks, but that's how we work. The more spokes in a bike wheel, the stronger we are. Also, the closer we're all connected, so the faster we will all be confirming our transactions. It's a genius setup. This technology goes back a long time. And IOTA really helped show to the world that this technology can be used as a form of payment unit. And Dagcoin is using the revolutionary MLM approach to really launch this technology to the world. And I'm so excited to be one of the people to share it with you. Because talking about that scalability, well, check this out. You want to know what Dagcoin can do? Yes, hundreds of thousands, if not more, transactions per second. Because as I said, the more people in our system, it only makes us faster. Wait till you go check out our 50-page white paper. It will make more sense. And I also want you to know too, there's a lot more information for you if you want to go look at the roadmap. You can look at the present, the past, and the future of our core development, our ecosystem, the merchants, and our marketing strategy. It's all there for you. They launched in 2016 to get all their ducks in a row. And from November until the end of February, we're getting our team leaders in place for the launch of our company. And do know February 24th is truly just the start. Moving forward, I want you to know that everything is ready for you. The back office exchange is there with 2 public exchanges being announced in Dubai. Our DAG wallet is already ready for you to download with the web wallet. The merchant finder is already up and active with merchants signing up daily to be able to accept our coin. Our ecosystem is vast and you can all check it out when you sign up for free. Yes. In addition to that, I want to make it clear, as I said, we went from 30 countries to 150 countries in the last few months. We have over 1,500 people joining every day. We're expecting to have up to 8,000 to 10,000 people joining daily by the end of this month. We are blowing this opportunity up with or without me or you. And I really want you to be part of this because I'm telling you right now, we're making history together. You can be part of this, you can be on the sides with this, or you can be in the game with this. But I'm telling you right now, and I want you to think of that sporting venue, let's say the Super Bowl or a soccer game or football game. I want you to think about it. Who's the one spending the money? Who's the one making the money? Who's the one acting a fool? Who's the one acting a professional? It's the players in the game. They're the ones making the money. It's the sideline ranting, raving ones, the ones spending the money acting a fool. I don't know what side of the fence you want to be on. I think it's clear as day which side of the fence I'm on. And I'm telling you right now, let's make history together. How many times are you witness to someone or part of something? Let's do this together because I'm telling you, it's time to take action. The time is now. We have until February 24th before we're really getting loud with this to the world, before, we're completely taking the veil off. And on this day, there'll be a lot of people. And I always say, join now and tell your friends before they join and tell you. And if you agree it's time to take action, then get back to the person who invited you to this, or get back to me if I was the one who invited you to it. And do know, when you join anyone within my success line, we are all one team. We are all doing this together. So reach out to them, ask any questions you have. If they don't know the answers, they come to me. It's just that simple. We are all working together, and it is time for that. On that note, I want to thank everyone for their time, and bye for now.